What's going on, y'all? Upper Echelon Capital. I'm just making a video today on the data points that you need for business funding. I want to talk about the best personal credit build out. If you start from scratch or you got a thin credit profile right now, or you just got done credit repair and you start from scratch with your credit, this is going to be the best way to build your credit report in 2025. Y'all, I'm giving y'all exclusive game, all right? So with that being said, everybody just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, okay? I want to make sure that this video reaches a large following community of people, because a lot of people need this information and there's not a lot of people on the internet really talking the way I'm about to be talking about how you go ahead and do this. So look, the first thing you want to do, especially if you start from zero, right? Go ahead and authorize user trade line to your credit. All right. So an authorized user trade line is basically when you piggyback in someone else's good credit history, somebody that already actively got a credit card. If they had that credit card for a long time, like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, somebody like your mom, your grandma, you know what I'm saying, your uncle, somebody like that, go ahead and tell them to add you as an authorized user on their credit card, all right? Especially if they paying their balances down, balances below 10% on their credit cards, they got good credit, go ahead and tell them to add you. Because if somebody with an 800 credit score add you to their credit card, more than likely, you want to go ahead and inherit that on-time payment history and credit age, all right? And you're going to inherit their credit limits on your credit report. And that's going to put you automatically up to 700 plus credit score. The next thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and add 2 primary trade line credit building accounts. So you want to add 2 of them. The first one I would recommend would be Kickoff. All right. Kickoff now has a plan that will report a $3,500 charge card, which is a revolving credit card, all the same thing, on your credit report. This Kickoff is not like a real bank that's going to give you a real credit card to physically swipe. All right. I just want to let y'all know. It's just something that you're going to put on your credit to build your credit. All right. That's all. It's only $35 a month and it's going to report a high limit credit card to your credit report. The second is going to be Ava Finance. All right, you can go ahead and use Ava Finance. All you want to do is sign up. It's like $6 a month. You just want to connect your bank account. They pretty much approving everybody anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500. And that's just going to be a revolving credit card they're going to report to your credit report. So that's what Ava is. It's just a credit builder to show that you got some accounts. That's primary trade lines are just credit accounts that's in your name. That's why you signing up for these. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Once your AU trade line, your authorized user trade line, Ava, and Kickoff is all reporting to your credit, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and sign up for the American Consumer Council. It's called American Consumer Council. You're going to go ahead and type in the word consumer to get a free membership. The American Consumer Council basically is going to give you a membership and give you a certificate that you can take to a lot of local credit unions in your area, because they're partnered with these credit unions and you're going to be able to become a member because you're a member of the American Consumer Council. So a lot of these credit unions that you previously needed to be a doctor, a police, a this, a that, now you can go ahead and get into these credit unions because you're a member of the American Consumer Council. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure that the 2 primary trade lines and the 1 authorized user trade line is reporting to your credit. You're going to easily be at a 740, 750 credit score, especially if you got a thin profile, you just finished credit repair, you don't got no negatives, you easily going to be there. So you're going to go ahead and look up credit unions in your area. You're going to get 2 credit unions. What you want to do, you're going to set up a checking, you're going to set up a savings and a checking account with that credit union. So this is the key right here. Usually when you become a member of a credit union, they want you to open a savings account. When you open a savings account, you're going to become a member of that credit union automatically. Then what's going to happen is usually when they are trying to approve you for that savings account to become a member, they're going to pull your credit. They're going to pull that credit because they want to see what your profile looks like to see if they can get you any credit cards or auto loan or any of their products right off rip. Because when you become a member, they value you a lot more than regular banks. Credit unions value you a lot more. So they want to see what products they can give you off rip. So boom, they're going to do that. And usually when they do that one hard pull, that's good for 30 days. So if you want any other products with them, credit card, auto loan, whatever the case, you can go ahead and apply for that within the next 30 days using that same credit report that they pulled in order to give you, accept you into the credit union. So this is what's going to happen. You really just need to get 2 high limit credit union credit cards reporting to your credit report. All right. So you're going to go to one credit union, open up a savings, open up a checking, do it in person, meet with the banker in person. Do not do it online. This makes it easier to get high limits because they see you, they know what you're about. So you're going to go ahead and meet them in person, open up a savings, open up a checking. You're going to apply for a high limit personal credit card. All right. The limit that you need to apply for is going to be anywhere between $5,000 and $8,000. So apply for a personal credit card anywhere between $5,000 and $8,000 when you are at the credit union. Credit unions will give you a high limit personal credit card with a relatively thin profile. As long as you got over a 700 credit score, They don't care. They're not like Bank of America or Chase, all right, or anything like that. They don't care that much. So as long as you got those 2 primaries and then 1 AU and your 700 plus score, you're damn near guaranteed to get anywhere between $5,000 to an $8,000 personal credit card without needing to show no proof of income. And I'm gonna tell you how we're not gonna do that. So you're gonna go ahead and get approved, do 2 credit unions, get 2 high limit personal credit cards, anywhere between $5,000 to $8,000 as far as the limit, all right? So once you do that with 2 credit unions, you're gonna wait for those 2 credit union credit cards to post to your credit report. Now your profile is gonna be well built, all right? You're gonna have 2 high limit personal credit cards. You're gonna have your 2 credit builders, which also report as credit cards. And you also gonna have your 1 authorized user trade line giving you that credit aid. Now that your profile is built, now we can go for funding. Now we can go for business credit cards that got high limits. Because at that point, all you need is an LLC, and you just need your LLC just to have the basic stuff. Business address, business phone number, business email. Between Chase and PNC right now, I'm getting people approved $50K and $50K on business credit cards. So that's $100,000 in business funding at 0% interest over the span of a year or 2 years, depending on what card we go for. So look, guys, that's pretty much the blueprint. That is the best credit build out you can have in 2025 if you're just getting started with credit. So you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna get 2 primary credit building accounts. Go ahead and get your AVA, go ahead and get your kickoff. You get that authorized user trade line reporting to your credit. You go to a credit union, you get 2 high limit personal credit cards. You can get 2 with the same credit union. You can get 1 with 1 credit union, another with another. I don't really care. Wait for them to post to your credit profile. And now you are good to go for a lot of high limit business credit cards, all right? That is the sauce, that is the blueprint. You don't need to have no more than those 5 accounts reported. 1 AU, 2 credit builder primaries, and 2 high limit credit union credit cards reporting to your personal credit. That is all you need. And after you get your business credit cards, if you wanna go back and do Amex, you wanna go back and do Chase personal credit card, that's fine, all right, guys? Because you gotta understand, the way we build in your profile is not for you to have hella credit cards on your credit report. Because when you wanna do like something like Chase, they got a 524 rule. You can't have more than 5 credit cards within the last 24 months. Amex, they don't even like to see you having hella credit cards. But you having those 2 actual credit union credit card swipes, that's going to help you definitely. And I wanted to let y'all know, when it comes to 524, those credit builder primaries like Kickoff and Ava, they don't count toward that. The banks already know that those are not real credit cards, but they understand that you made an attempt to build your credit. That's how they going to look at it, all right? So with that being said, I just wanted to give y'all the sauce, man. If you know you're looking to access 50 to 100,000 in business funding, go ahead and reach out to us using the contact information below. It is completely free to talk to any of our agents on our team. If you want a one-on-one call with me, obviously you're gonna have to pay a fee, but that's fine. We can go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and contact us. My assistants will go ahead and let you know how much it is. We can go ahead and schedule a one-on-one call, just depending on how long you need. And I think with that being said, everybody just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because a lot of people want access to this information. A lot of people need this information because they don't know where to start when it's time to fund their business. They might have a good credit score, but they think that just because they got a good credit score and an LLC, that's enough. We don't even know what your credit profile look like. We don't know how strong it is to pass to a banker. So with that being said, right, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. I want to continue to drop more game for y'all, like more advanced game, not no regular cookie cutter shit, advanced game, right? So y'all can go ahead and pretty much go ahead and use this information to change your life. Shit, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, y'all. Appreciate everybody tapping into this video. I got a lot more coming for y'all. Peace out.